Punky. Come on, Punky. Silly. Well, hey, did you figure it out or what? Good Lord, girl. What's happening with your hairs? Okay. But I'm wearing white. Are your pawpaws all dirty from being at Graham's? Really gorgeous, too. She frolicked all over the place. She went up to Graham's and she frolicked and then she poo pooed all over the farm. She says my favorite place to poo poo is at Grandma's house. Well, hey, everyone. Hey, mods. Who else is here? Tammy, Ghostwriter, Jamie Palmer. Glad you got a new job. I'm excited for you. It's really exciting. Hey, Slot Puppy. Hey, West Coast. Isn't it, though? You know, I stole that from our Facebook group, but I really liked the title. Hey, DS Kitty. iRule. Hey. Look, iRule, you're not blocked, remember? Hey, Lachelle. Hey, DS Kitty. I think I already said that, but I wanted to say it twice. Susan Trigg, thank you for becoming a member. Did I have lipstick on my teeth? No, I don't. Thank you, Susan Trigg. Hey, Mrs. Carson. Joanne Palmer. Heather made it. Did you guys just hear that? Oh my God, Bo tooted, unless it was Punky. It certainly wasn't Mom, but thanks for letting me go live and tooting right then. That was adorable. Bo farts, but usually it doesn't make a lot of noise, but it packs a punch. Hey, Christian. Donna Coop. Yep, kind of like that. That's a real bummer. I'm glad we have the fan going. Hey, Charcoal Ninja. Hey, Heather. Just as I am. Starlene, I hope you had a good birthday, girl. Hey, Rhonda McNeil. Hey, Liztrick. Sigrid. Chrissy Twig. Hey, Armine. Puka Vista, I got something from you. Also, Diana H. Of course, I already texted you, but is HBH in here? I also received something from her, and I haven't gone through entirely her letter yet, but I at least wanted to acknowledge some lady came to my house. And when I was coming up to my driveway, I ran out today and we met at the same time. And she goes, I received a package that's not mine and it's at the wrong address. So HBH, I guess it was supposed to be delivered last week. She had it and I received it. So I just want to make sure that you know that. And thank you, guys. You don't have to do that, but I appreciate it very much. Like heartfelt gifts from you guys. It's very, very kind. Hey, Linda Perales. Hey, Squirrel Girl. K-Fic. Hey, Aloha Sue. Nancy Tyler Hess from Alaska. That's crazy. Thanks, Third Eye. Hey, Trixie. Aspire to Inspire. Hey, Buffy. Caitlin made it. Holly's here. Joanne Holly. Love her. Kim Leaf. Hey, Heather. Good. Doing okay. We had really bad storms last night. And a lot of rain, and I'm sneezing a lot. Hey, Ruby. Hey, Chops World. Caroline in Canada. Hey, Martin. Wanda Parks. It's cold there. Yeah, I mean, it's so much colder in Kansas City than here. It's like 70 degrees here. It's been spring. We get spring here way faster than you guys do in Kansas City. The seasons are so much shorter in Tennessee, which that is a huge plus. Me too, Rhonda. Hey, Decultified. Meredith Lynn. Thanks, Holly. That's why my hair looks beachy. I washed it today, but it's all the humidity in the air, I think. Hey, Katie did it. Chris Mills from Arizona. Welcome. Hey, Marie Marion. I doubt Punky would toot on a live. Hey, Tennessee girl. Hey, Jen Finberg. Angie Moe. Armina, you're so nice. Hey, Wee. Hey, Lindsay. Lindsay, I didn't ever get your other channel name. So I need to go. You probably posted it yesterday, but the chat was flying. Will you tell me what it is so I can find you and unblock? Hey, Miss Sassafras. Thanks, Angie Mo. Hey, P. Taylor. Thank you, Puka Vista. I love it. And I'm going to show it. I just haven't yet. But thank you. I was shocked. You didn't even say anything on the Zoom call. I didn't even expect that. Although maybe I did. Did you ask me for my address or did you already have it? I've given my address to a lot of people, but so do my haters. So I figured spread it around, share it. Hey, Cindy G. Oddly enough, they still haven't made it here. It's been a couple of months. They've been saying they've been on their way and they're not here. K-Fic, I'm happy to see you, babe. Hey, Deb. Okay, I'm not that behind, but here I feel like I have to sneeze. Daft Woman, BB. I've done that about 1,000 times today. What kind of storms? It was hey Lacey, it was insane last night. Hey Panda, it was really, really loud, heavy rain for like 4 hours, which we really need it. My father is a farmer and he's like, we need the rain. Um, I need your address. I'm on my way. You'd probably get here quicker than my haters. They keep saying they're coming to my house, and I'm like, where? I think you got the wrong address. Let me give you the right one. Hey, bada bing. Yeah, just loud. And Bo is really freaked out by thunder, and I felt so sorry for him. We were up from about 3 o'clock to 5. I'm usually up those hours at night now. I just automatically wake up, but I was up. Bo was like doing the, like he was really nervous. So I was up just like petting him and talking to him. Hey, Jamie again. Thank you. Hey, DNV. Yeah, it's been really dry here. So first of all, thanks, I love, yeah, it's supposed to start raining again overnight here. We're supposed to get rain for the next few days, which is again great. We just haven't had a lot of rain. So, oh, I was like, what is that? I want to show this to you guys. I was going through, just a side thing. We don't have to do it today. I've had this box forever and I've been going through, thanks, Lindsay. No, so Joanne Hawley, we don't have, because I live out in the middle of nowhere, there's no tornado sirens here. Guys, it's so weird if you live in the city your whole life and you've never lived out in the middle of nowhere. Now, there's pluses and minuses to it, but one of the minuses, there's no sirens here. There's no tornado sirens. So I downloaded a storm app, which I hate having on my phone because I don't turn notifications on my phone ever really on. I don't want to be notified of anything. Hey, Tracy, and I have to have that on, obviously, because of the storms. So it's like, from the W4 weather team. I'm like, shut up. It's like, lightning has been, I love it too, because it's like, lightning has been spotted 16 miles from you. I'm like, nobody cares. Okay. All I want to know is if I have 10 minutes to live. Hey, Cheryl Nolan, it's so annoying though. It really is annoying. It's like I'm in the middle of like talking and it'll be like, on the W4 news team. I'm like, can we change your voice? Because you're annoying and it frustrates my life. T and Mrs. J and I loved stream with Tommy and Nora. Thank you guys. That's so nice. And look at this. This should cover friendship tax for the next 6 months. And because I love making the haters mad when they can't do a darn thing about it. Hey, haters, and you and Osa, hit the like button when you're here. Love you, Reese. That is really nice. Miss Sunrise Dawn, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. That's kind of overdoing it, babe. That's a big super chat. So thank you. And don't do it again because I don't want you to keep your money. Okay. Thank you, though, babe. Hey, Alabama Rose. I have been saying for weeks, where the hell is Roddy Mom? She's already a hater. She left. She switched to the dark side. She's gone. Hey, Rachel, I'm so glad you're back. Welcome back. We missed you. We noticed you were not in class. Okay. I noticed. I know my customers. Okay, wait. Before we get into the stream, which who knows what it's going to be, I've had this forever. And so I've been going through all my stuff and taking loads and loads of stuff to the store in Wartrace to sell because I have a booth there. And I'm really selling, guys. Like, this is a cute story. So I went in there yesterday to bring just more. I brought just a whole load of new stuff, new jewelry, new clothes. And Christy, one of basically the co-owners, the owner is Ellie. Christy is her mom. And she doesn't really, I mean, Ellie owns the store, but Christy helps her run it. And she's got a huge part of the store. And so I always kind of call them both the owners. But Christy said a lady came in. Thanks, Darlena. I just got this. And I didn't think I would love it that much, but I do. It's from a store I always shopped at in Kansas City, Donna's Dress Shop. She got a bunch of these in. And I was like, she posted it on Facebook and I was like, oh, I got to have that. You guys know I love hearts and it's way better made than I thought. And I thought it was going to be like a dark ruby red, but it's like kind of pinkish red and it's got like swirls in the stones. It's really cute. Okay, hey, Sin, Christy said that a lady came in Sunday right before they were going to close with her husband. And this is just cute. She said she bought so much stuff. I have a ton of Anthropologie clothes in my booth. Oh, Roddy Mom, that's awesome that you did that. Wow, that's a cool thought to do that. I should buy something from you. I should buy some poodle shampoo. That's another thing. My parents have a pond, and I really wanna take Bo to it and see if he'll swim because poodles are, like, great swimmers, and Bo's feet, he doesn't even have toes, they're all webbed, and I wanna see it, and I wanna film it. Um, Jaybird, I don't know what you're talking about, but you can keep going. Move on. Heart bracelet. Mona made this for me in Ecuador. Hey, Eric. Hey, Kim is Blue. So, guys, this lady came in to shop on Sunday night with her husband, and she bought a ton of my stuff. She said she bought like 2 dresses, 3 skirts, like 4 tops, a couple of necklaces. And it was cute because she said she was trying everything on. And she goes, she was going through, she was like holding stuff up to her husband, I guess. And she was like, how much can I spend? And he was like adding it all up and totaling it. And she was like, this is a must. She was like, I have to have this. She was like, these 2 dresses are musts. It was so cute. I was like, that's so cute. No, Roddy Mom. I mean, yes, if you have the time, and I definitely would purchase it from you. But she bought a bunch of stuff. Christy and Ellie tell me all the time when I go to take stuff in there now, they're like, the cutest, like there was a lady came in for like her high school reunion. She bought a dress from me. Like all these people are coming in for like specific outings and they're buying dresses from me. One of them bought an Easter brunch dress. Like, how cute is that? I just love attaching stories and emotions to things anyway. So for me, I remember all that stuff, kind of like I remember you guys. It's like, oh, I love that. Plus, doesn't it feel good to get rid of something and somebody else repurposes the heck out of it? And they're like, I love this. And you're like, God, that feels good to like gift it to somebody else, or if they buy it from my booth, I don't really care. HBH, thank you. I received it. A lady brought it to me today and said, I live out here in the country and I had your package. And I was like, wow, this must be it. Cause you told me it got delivered last week. Anyway, thank you, HBH. That was very sweet. And the card was beautiful. Yeah, Angie Mo, I'm excited about this. You are not the boss of me. Okay, maybe you are, but it's my money now. I've got to get a new blanket because Susan stole mine. Okay, we're not, you signed a contract. You're not, remember, you're happy. You guys love it here. You're free range mods, remember? Say it. Love you. Thank you for your super chat again. No, but oh, heck no, I'm not selling that damn thing. And if I do, Rhonda, I know that it would be you that would want it. I am going to sell a few of those though. That brand. I have a kimono I put in there yesterday. Okay. So look, listen, these, I've had this forever and I found it going through my stuff. And this is an old box. And do you guys remember I told you that my mother, yes, Diana H, thank you. I know it makes me so happy when you can repurpose something of yours. My mom gave me these. These were my grandmother's who moved here from Italy. She's no longer with us, but these are all little cute. I want to use these this summer. We need to come up with something. These are little cute necktie scarves, and some of them are cute like that. Where's Maisie Shiloh when you need her? This makes me think of her grandma. Edna, look at this cute thing. What is this? I don't even remember what these look like. Has like makeup on it. Look at this cute thing. These aren't really my colors, but it's cute. Whoa, that's big. That's vintagey looking. That reminds me of like the Brady Bunch or something. Look at this cute thing. That's cute. That looks like something from Spain. These are good colors. I know, me too, actually, Lindsay. Hey, Jamie Castro. Look how pretty that is. We have to figure out, I don't know how to tie a neck scarf, but I am determined to figure this out. Like I want to, but I can't. Some are head scarves. Like I want to know how to do this. And I want to know right now. This is not my colors. So this is also probably a no, but it's very pretty. I really don't wear those colors. But more importantly, I don't care because they're from my grandma. Like that just means a lot. I'm very sentimental, very sentimental. Like when everybody's dead one day, this is dark, but my sister is going to be like, I don't want anything. I don't care about anything. Like anything my grandma touched, my mom's like, did you? I'm like, give it to me. I want that. Give it to me. Anything vintage. That's why I love estate sales and thrift stores. Cause I'm like, this came with a story. This is not like H&M. It came with a story. Somebody wore this for years, decades. Yes. Mothership. I don't recognize your name, babe. Welcome. Yeah, that's again not any color that I'm ever going to wear, but it's from my grandma. Yeah, these are from my grandma, Angie Mo. And my grandma was a dish. I'll tell you right now, like there's some scandalous ass pictures of my grandma like in a bathing suit from the 60s. I'm like, damn, it runs in the family. Mar Lugo, where the hell were you yesterday? I was looking high and low. I was like, where is Mar Lugo? Has anybody seen her? Where the hell is she? Mothership is new here. Welcome in. I know, Lindsay, we would go crazy. Kim is blue. Hey, Jessamine. I love, this is also never going to happen, but interesting, right? Snakeskin looking. Speaking of snakeskin, I'm going to post a short tomorrow. Guys, I was on my walk today. This I like a lot, but it's really thick, but I love this. This is too thick, I think, to be a neck scarf. Like I would use this just on like a dresser with a little thing of my jewelry, like sitting on it. But those are great. I love the colors here. No, Lindsay, I really don't use Posh anymore. I haven't used it in a very, very long time. I just don't really care about it because I have my booth now and I like a lot of rich Nashville ladies. Equushart, welcome. Thank you. A lot of Nashville ladies are coming in and like buying up all my stuff. And so I'm like, I'd much rather sell it like that than Posh. Hey, Stephanie with the PH. So what was I just saying? Oh yeah, guys. And then I'll get into real life stuff. I was on my walk today. Are those daisies? This? How would I know? I'm not a flower person. I don't know. In God we trust. Welcome. I know I love estate sales. I missed that about Kansas City so much. Kansas City was crazy with the estate sales and I hit them up all the time. Do you know how hard it is to find vintage dresses for chubbier ladies? It's not easy. Okay. And I have a ton. Does your Ecuadorian friend Mona have a website? She doesn't have a website, but she has Instagram. Mods, do you still have her Instagram? Mona Fernandez? She posts all of her stuff on Instagram. Shelly Kelly, I'm like that too. My dad was asking if my brother or I wanted any of these old family things. I said anything my brother doesn't want. Yeah, hey Jojo, I am crazy about old family heirloom stuff. I love it. Thank you for your super chat, babe. The pink one, this one that I liked, there isn't really a pink one. This one's orangey. Look, this one's cool too, but it's also thick. I love the colors in this. I absolutely love this, but it's so damn thick. Kind of like me. Thank you, Linz. Thanks for being a member, you little poo-poo head. Hip, hip, hooray. So guys, I'm on my walk today. This one's really cool. Just because, you know, I love like the makeup stuff. I don't really know what it means. Is that like French or something? That's cool. It's kind of small, but it's cool. So I'm on my damn walk. This one's cool, but it has a stain. But it's really cute. See the big, like, Sharpie looking? Yeah, I know. I know, Nora. Guys, thank the Lord I was checked the F out. Thank you, Jojo. So I'm taking a walk today. Check this shit out. And I was really checked out. I don't know if it's my allergies, but I wasn't paying attention at all. And thank God. And I'm so thankful that the dogs were not anywhere near me. I walked past this laying there and it was big. I made a video. And I'm walking. Hey, mommers. And I swear to God, this thing spoke English. I'm just going quick and I'm like talking to the Lord, right? And I'm thinking about life and, you know, and yeah, Kim is blue and I'm walking and hey, Audra. And I looked over to my right and I saw this thing right as I'm walking. And I went, yikes! Like, that's what I did. I went, yikes! And I swear to God, this thing jumped too. And it was like, I went, yikes! I went, a snake. And I swear to God, this thing went, yikes! A big, fat, depressed white lady. I swear to God, it said that. I'm not kidding. It was like, yikes! I said, yikes, a snake. And it was like, yikes, a fat, depressed white woman. Trixie, you're a baby angel, and I'm glad that you're here. And I miss you all the time, and I get upset about it. So thank you for gifting memberships to make me feel better about my life and yours as well. Oh my holy crap, Debbie. It ruined me too. I texted the picture to my mom, and I was like, Diane, what is this shit? This will not stand. I was like, this is not going to work. It was a talking snake. And my mom was like, is it alive? I was like, you're damn right it's alive, but that's not the important question. I was like, why am I walking on this farm and there are snakes here? That's not going to fly. Like, you better get like a bug spray guy or something. Yeah. Hey, Linda Perales. Yeah. Hey, Jan. Thank you, Trixie, for the gifted memberships. I didn't run actually because I was already it was huge. Like, it was huge. I took a damn video of this thing. I'm going to upload this tomorrow. I'm out on my walk and I almost just died. I just walked past this. I don't want to get too close to it. It's huge. That doesn't look big. Oh my God. I just walked past it. We both scared each other, you guys. I was so out of breath. I was screaming. Holy Lord. I'm so glad. Sorry, I'm not looking for the dogs. I don't want them to get close. I don't know what kind of snake that is, but I am so glad Gertie and he's looking at me. Gertie and Bo are right there. Looking cute as ever. Holy crap, you guys, that scared me. I don't know what kind of snake that is, but it's big. It's probably, my dad thinks it's a king snake, which they're harmless, but there are rattlesnakes all over that farm. And so, yeah, it was all black. Linda. And yes, Mrs. Carson, thank you to God for that, because Bo would have rushed up on that thing. No question. He would have poked his head right at it and sniffed at it and freaked out. Yeah, it was probably 3.5 to 4 feet long. It was definitely large. And I felt so stupid. I was just like, I was doing what all of us women do. I was taking my walk and I was having like small spirals and panic attacks about everything I haven't accomplished and things I need to get done. Hey, Olga. I was like walking. I was like trying to walk. And I was like, I'm also a failure at this. I haven't gotten this done yet. It's almost the end of April and it's probably not going to get done in May. And I'm super overweight and I'm not that attractive and I'm probably not going to get very far in life. And I was like, and also yikes. I was like, oh my God. And he was like, holy shit, an ugly, depressed white lady talking about her first world problems. I was like, sir, next time put a sign up. And he was like, how do you expect me to speak English? How do you know I speak English? You don't. I do this to spiders all the time. I have a spider in my bathroom. Hey, Heather. Hey, Charlene. And I'm letting it live. And it's spun a web between the toilet and the wall. Okay. And it lives there. And he's been there for days. And I named him Gregory. Gregory Rittenauer. And I don't know because he doesn't speak English, but I kill spiders and I didn't. And I was like, Gregory. So now at night when I have to pee, I never turn the light on, but I do now because I'm like, what if he's sitting on the toilet seat? What if he's inside the toilet? Like, I always have to check to make sure he's in his house. This thing isn't small though. It's got like some long ass legs and I kill every spider. But ever since I realized that Marilyn, while a terrible person, she's struggling in life, right? Like, she's really struggling. She doesn't feel seen or heard. And I was like, you know what? What if Gregory feels that way? What if he's just trying to get by, but he doesn't have any friends? And he's like reaching out to big channels on YouTube, like trying to, floundering around, just like being a first-class ass sniffer. I mean, it makes sense. He lives next to a toilet. So I was like, you know what, Reese? Live and let live. Okay? That's the right thing to do. The cats, I don't think well, you know what? You make a good point. kid kills spiders and I want to murder her for it because I told you I was on the phone with Tommy like a week and a half ago and she brought, like, we were literally trying to have phone sex. I'm not kidding, by the way. Hey, Mama Bear. And I was like, and then what? Like, we were just about to get started. And I was like, all right. I was like, let me slip into something more. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, the cat has a spider. And he was like, wow. He was like, that just went down. And I was like, babe. So then we tried to get back into it because she ate the spider and like 5 minutes went by and I talked it out. And then we tried to start again. And literally we were like just about to get like hot and bothered. And I was like, babe, I'm scared that she's going to find another spider and bring it up here next to my vagina. And he was like, you know what? We'll just do this tomorrow. He was like, so how was the rest of your day? I was like, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what happened. No joke. Hey, Heather Huckleberry. Hey, Trace. No joke. I was like getting close to like show, like I was going to show him my vagina. And I was like, I'm scared that kid is going to bring up like a brown recluse and set it next to my vagina. And he was like, I don't think this is going to work tonight between us. I think the chemistry is gone. I was like, oh, what a poo-poo head. Lindsay sent you here, Tyler? This is Tyler, everybody. And he already became a member. Tyler, you're a saint. Okay. Most people I have to entertain for like 2 years before they're like, okay, I'll give you $1.99 a month, Reese. I'll do it. I will commit to your channel. I'm serious, Tyler. This is unbelievable. Tyler just came over here because Lindsay told him to and bought a membership. Like, do you have any idea how supportive that is? Most people literally are like, I want to see how you act. I want to see your act for at least 2 years before I commit to $1.99. Tyler is amazing, and be more like Tyler, guys. Everybody be more like Tyler. Okay. Quit being chintzy. Quit being chintzy. Don't be a cheapskate. Be like Tyler. Tyler, you're an angel and everybody knows it. You're everything but the wings. Thank you for coming over. And thank you, Lindsay, for recommending Tyler. You don't hear that name Tyler much anymore, do you? It's not a name that really rings true for me. Of course, I live in the country where all the cows have names, and I named that snake today, and I have a spider named Gregory Rittenauer in my bathroom. So if that tells you that I'm not really fully stable and probably shouldn't be babysitting your children, I don't know what does. Cimberella is back from the hospital, another 1,000. So you've done $4,000 on that now. That's crazy, Neptunes, but worth it, right? I mean, you can't put a price on our children. That's not true. I would sell Huxley, but I would never sell Gertie. So I get that. I understand. That makes total sense. And I'm really glad. I have to blow my nose, guys, because it's getting drippy. Hold on. Hey, Pat Jonas. God, it's so disappointing when nothing happens. Like, I expect like all this snot to come out and nothing happen. Not chintzy on a fixed income. Not making fun of you for being on a fixed income. It's just dry humor, Sin. It was just my dry humor. I'm not asking you to actually sign up for a membership. If I was going to ask for money, I would have done that a long time ago. I used to name all of my cows after cleaning products, Tide, Dawn, and Comet. Huh. I mean, that's different, isn't it? That's one way to live your life. That's different. I just give them like all of my ex-husband's names, but I like that. I like where you went with that. It's clever. It's unique. You are like Tyler, Linda, and thank you for being here. Darn, Reese, I was going to somehow have children so you could watch them. I mean, I would adopt your child, Julie. I would, but I don't think anybody would give me a child, to be honest. And I wouldn't blame them for that. So about yesterday, I want to go into this because I got a lot of feedback. I got a lot of messages. Couple of people left comments of hate. I think they were Maryland people. And I always say this. I think it's incredible when somebody writes an entire thesis, like takes all the time. I know, Julie. I contradict myself all the time. No, Miss Sunrise Dawn. I mean like a baby, like a baby, like a little babe. Thank you, Sin. Oh, I think it's funny when people write like an entire thesis and they waste all this time and then they hit send and they leave a comment on my channel and I literally like it's like left up for 36 seconds and I delete and block and ban them forever. I always think it gives me like a little it's hilarious. I'm like, what kind of a moron goes and leaves a comment on a channel where I have control to get rid of you? And this is what you choose to do with your time? That's sad. Punisher, welcome in. I always forget this perk. Last night, thank you, Sherry LeBrun. Love you, babe, and thanks for being a member. That's so nice. Hey, Mimi, I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, Jojo, it's weird though, is it not? It's like, do you not realize I have control over my own channel? Like, I love how people come over here and they're like, you're this and Tommy's that. And I'm like, did you think I'm sorry, like there's a bouncer at the door. Did you think you were cool enough to get in? You're fucking out of here. It's like that peace lady yesterday. Your passive aggression will not stand. Big Lebowski, your aggression, this aggression will not stand, man. Hey, MJ, Mimi, I'm glad that you're feeling better, babe. So it was a great stream, and I kind of wanted to talk about it. Just I thought we could all process it. You know how we like to do. I couldn't. It's hard for me. I don't mind streaming with people. I haven't done a stream with two people in a long time. Hey Kiki, but I don't do it very often because one, many people tell me and have told me over the years, Reese, we prefer you solo. I usually don't get very many views if I stream with a person or people. Do you let the comments stay for fun? Oh, yeah. Lindsay, I definitely let some of them slide. But no, if someone comes in and like says something super evil, like especially if they mention my kid or something, they're gone, right? Hey, Lacey, yeah. So over the years, yeah, thank you, Heather Huckleberry. Over the years, what? Oh, people have reached out to me and said, Julie, we prefer you solo. And why? Because I'm engaging with you guys. I mean, the whole purpose of my channel and chat is you guys are the guest every day. Like we talk. And sometimes we have a topic. Sometimes we start off on a topic and then we go into the weeds. But sometimes we have nothing. And I just hit go live and it goes where it goes. I was worried too, Joanne Palmer. I was honestly concerned that talk yesterday was not going to go as well as it did. I thought this isn't going to be good because he was really fired up, rightfully so. Like he wasn't irrational in his thoughts or behavior. He had every right and valid to feel the way he felt. Hey, Debbie Gonzalez. But I really didn't think it was, I thought this could go a lot of ways. And that's one of the things going live with people versus being solo. Like, for instance, I could have a bunch of haters jump in here and I have many times and they're like, what about this? And they like try to put me on the spot. Never bothers me. And I usually address it. I'm like, what about it? Right. They think they got me. Right. But I thought, ooh, Randy Pearson, I thought, ooh, this, I won't be able to control this very well. But then I remembered someone said in Tommy's chat once recently, they were like, Reese could calm the devil. And I was like, I like that. Have confidence that this is going to go well. Yeah, his heart embraced Nora with grace. Big time. Resolution was had, mommers. Yes. Beautiful thing to watch, Neptunes. We love you with or without a topic. Thank you, Renee B. I love you back, babe. And thank you for being a member. All of us seem to have some massive healing. Oh yeah, absolutely, Lindsay. I would agree with that. And it's the proof is in our behavior, right? Lindsay, you have absolutely healed, I would say, so much. You have really, really, really changed a lot quickly, I think, and for the better. And it's incredible. It's impressive to watch that kind of a thing. And those are the kinds of people I want to be around, right? Like people who have made mistakes, have been in hot water, have said things they wish they hadn't, all of those things. But it's like, we're all humans. We're going to be that way. It's the people who are like, wasn't me. I didn't do that. It was you. I'm going to just gaslight you and turn this around, flip the narrative. Those are the people I don't want to be around. But I thought that was such an amazing thing. Mimi gifted memberships. I love when you guys do that, and the chat does too. So, Mimi, thank you. Thank you, babe. And I'm glad that you're feeling better. Well, Lindsay, I mean, whether we've helped you or not, I'm glad that we could, but true slap puppy, but I mean it. Like, you've really, all of us used to be, and Lindsay, I don't want to speak for you here, but like all of us used to be a lot more reactive and quick, just quick to react and not always rational. And I feel like the biggest change I've seen in Tommy for sure, myself, I would say you, I felt like Nora was always doing pretty good, but she's even a lot better. Um, is that all of us, I feel like, have kind of taken a step back. We've all matured a little bit and grown up. And I think we're all kind of like a little more confident in our abilities as a streamer and what to expect. Hey, Linda, Garden Lady. Hey, Honey Lou. Hey, Wine. I think we don't get triggered as much. Again, I don't want to speak for you, Lindsay, and I don't like speaking for anybody, even Tommy, but I think we get less triggered. And I think that we have all kind of more of a bigger goal in mind, which is like we all just want to do our own fucking channels and be left alone, right? And like who we like and just not mess with or poke at people, bully people. Nobody wants that shit. I think what we all have in common is that none of us are haters or bullies. None of us. But we are if you come for us. And I think that is just any human should be that way, right? I think we should all be patient people that are everybody I think is like yeah, Mrs. Carson. Hey Vanessa, I think what did Tommy say to me what a man should be? He said this a few weeks ago and I loved it. I think he said something like a man is is dangerous but keeps himself under control. A good man is a dangerous man who keeps it under control. That's what he said to me. And I don't know where he got that. Hey, Tamber June, but I really liked it. But I changed that to a good human is a dangerous human, but we keep it under control. All of us have, anybody can be a hater. Like it's so easy to break things. It's so easy to be like a 3-year-old and knock down your Legos that you spent all that time building. It's so easy to hurt someone's feelings. It's so easy to go low and call somebody fat. But healing, I love that movie line. I didn't see the movie, but she says, hey, Hawkeyes, but healing somebody or something could take a lifetime. Healing can take generations, decades, right? Thanks, Sharon Valdez. Breaking shit and hating and being a racist or tearing people down for their weight or just dividing everybody up, that's easy. It really is. Any of us can fight. Any of us can hate. It's pretty simple to like flip to the ugly. But again, I think the real work is like what we did yesterday, where I was like, look, Marilyn is an ugly person. But I also, based on that stream she did, hey, Lumen, the stream that she did, she showed every bit of her. She was extremely vulnerable. Again, she was shaking. She couldn't control her emotions, her voice, her body. And she gave us the answers. She said, nobody cares about me. She was like, we're just the help, right? No one cares. And I had black eyes. And I was like, this is sad. I'm not trying to go over it again, but the point is, it's easy to hate her for that and like hit at her for that and make fun of her vulnerabilities. She gave us all of her weaknesses. She laid them all out. She showed us all of her wounds. Any one of us could pounce on that, right? Like that she put all the blood in the water for all of us to smell. But that's, hey, Mary Barons, that's not how I see it. I saw somebody drowning and I didn't want to continue to step on her or continue to let her drown. And I'm not gonna go for Marilyn anymore. That's my decision. Marilyn will probably come for me 3 times more hard. That's not the point. I can't control what other people do, and I don't care. But I'm not interested in hurting someone who's deeply hurt and wounded. And that woman is from the child. She's screaming as a child, and that was a 3-year-old screaming right there for help, She was sad, right? She was lost. She seemed lost. She seemed confused, right? I'm not excusing any of her bad behavior, right? Like she's putting up shit about Tommy already. It's like she's going to continue to recycle the same stuff, I'm sure, for years. There's nothing new. But you have to also understand, you got to meet people where they're at. And she's not fucking healed. She is destroyed. So she's going to react that way. She's going to behave that way. She's going to be a broken 3-year-old child with the black eyes that feels like nobody cares about her. So of course I expect all of that. I can predict her now much easier. She gave us the whole roadmap to her life, her background. I see what she's been through a lot more. So we just have to expect that from her. It's like I said yesterday, when you see a toddler in a grocery store flipping out, everybody kind of walks past it. It's like, that's how I feel about her now. I'm like, yeah, I kind of expect Marilyn to throw little tantrums and like me it, because she literally wasn't picked. She wasn't loved. It sounds like she really, really wasn't picked. The inoffensive use of power or complete lack thereof where circumstances permit, show the gentleman in plain light. Let me read that again. The inoffensive use of power, complete lack thereof, where circumstances permit, show the gentleman in plain light. I don't know if I fully understand that. For some reason, I'm not getting a concept to that. Can somebody translate that for me a little bit? Like, what is the meaning behind that? I'm sorry, Tyler. Sometimes I have a hard time with certain words, and when I read something, I have to get a concept of it, and I'm blank on this. She doesn't help herself. She is so nasty, and I will not forgive her. No, Jojo, as you shouldn't, right? She has absolutely harmed, and she intentionally harms people. She aligns herself with racist Nazis. She's a very hateful person and destructive. And she also showed us that, right? When Nora said you do damage, she was like it was terrifying. It was gross to see. I mean, I feel bad. This woman has kids. Like, what kind of a person gets excited on other people's pain? And she lit up from within about other people's pain and damage to people, right? She literally lit up. And I thought of something, just a side note. Using your power without hurting people is the sign of a gentleman. Oh, yes. Tyler, that's beautiful. And thank you for super chatting, my friend, my new friend. Here's something. Hey, Michelle, here's something I thought of about the Hef thing, her friend so this is important, and then I'm going to move on from this. But Marilyn claims that the whole reason she hates me is I offended her friend Hef, right? Abigail, hey, I offended her friend Hef. Well, as we recall yesterday, and I said, it's about the power of restraint, Tyler. I love that. Yeah, Lumen. As I said yesterday, there's no way that's a true story because, one, they made merchandise off of that. Like, they made a joke out of it. It was a joke. So I'm not offended that they did that. But the other reason I know that Marilyn didn't come for me over that is that the time that actually happened, like a year went by before Marilyn started attacking me. So if it was about your friend Hef, why didn't you do it at the time of? Why were we still streaming together and why were we still friends? Do you understand? So she's a liar. We know this. Marilyn is an established liar, right? She's been caught in so many lies. And when she gets caught, she goes, nobody loves me. Like, she misdirects, right? So I thought it was interesting, though, that she told Nora the reason that she hates me is because I made fun of her friend Hef. But we continued to be friends for like a year after that. And then she all of a sudden started coming for me and Tommy and blamed it on Reese made fun of my friend. That ain't why. That doesn't make any sense. The timeline doesn't make any sense there. Also, it doesn't make any sense that you and your friend Hef took that and made merchandise and made money off of it. So who's the grifter? Right? Like, just don't lie. That's all that I'm saying. Like, you get caught when you lie. It's really quite clear. I know, Slop Puppy. I know, West Coast, for sure. Baby steps. It made me happy to see it. There's so much negativity bombarding you. 3. I hope you all feel lighter because of it. It reinforced that healing is possible. Good people exist. For us, it was good to see in the community. I absolutely agree with that. Lindsay, I'm on the same boat. I feel the same way. Marilyn is a bad person and she intentionally does damage and she literally gets off on it. Like she gets off on people being hurt. She obviously gets excited when my son gets damaged by these Nazis. So anybody who gets excited to see a child bullied, she's an evil, evil sack of shit, right? And there's no going back. I'm just pointing out that why she's evil. So now Marilyn to me is the toddler in a grocery store in the cereal aisle throwing a fit in front of their parents. What do? Does everybody flock to that kid? No, we all walk past that kid. We're like, oh, a kid throwing a fit. Wow, tantrums. Unbelievable. Never seen that before, right? Hey, Karen. So that's what Marilyn is to me. Baby steps. Thank you for saying this. Thank you for the big super chat. This is what I wanted to discuss today. I think Michelle, she's very difficult. Hey, Anne. Weak men and women are dangerous because their lack of competence, courage, and self-control leads to deep resentment, bitterness, and unpredictable destruction. Wow. Yes, it does. Interesting, Linda Perales. Thank you for that, Lindsay. It's not a coincidence she came for you after you resigned from the board. Of course, right? Like she can't say that though. And I find that to be a little bit sad. Marilyn came for me, a week after I resigned from Aaron's board? And it's no coincidence that I stood in Aaron's kitchen and his once very good friend Sterling was on the board but quit. And he was calling Sterling a piece of shit and no longer his friend. And I said, why do you hate Sterling? And he looked right at me and said, because he quit my board. He's dead to me. And I went, whoa. And he went, you don't have anything to worry about. You're not quitting my board. And then it made total sense. I called Natalie when I said I was going to quit. And she was like, don't do it, Reese. She was adamant about it. Natalie was like, don't do it. She was like, you will regret this. Do not do it. I'm warning you. She was like, don't do it. And I said, well, I'm doing it. So I don't know what to tell you. And now I get it. Like it all makes total sense. If you just line up the timeline, but Marilyn couldn't come out and be like, Aaron had me do this, right? He had me attack. It was like a week. It was like a week in between when I quit the board. Suddenly, Marilyn was so upset about her friend Hef, right? None of that makes sense. And I wish she was smarter to realize that we are all smarter, right? To see through that. It's very clear. Yeah, weak people attack others. Yeah, Debbie, all of us see it. Like all of us are aware of it. And the only people that believe her bullshit are her 50 people in her audience that are like, yay, Mama Bear, you're so brave. I mean, it's the same recycled people over and over. Anybody who critically thinks can put all of that together and go, wait, what? You hate Reese because apparently your friend Hef was offended, but you stayed friends with Reese. And then you also, during all of that time when it happened, then you also made merch with your friend Hef to make fun of that whole situation and you made money off of it. But you guys were so hurt by it. Sure you were. They try to maintain plausible deniability. Absolutely, Tyler. But they think everyone, not them, is morons and can't see what is plainly. I know. I don't know where that behavior comes from. It's very childlike. It's very stunted behavior. Olga, we're going to get into that. You quit the board and her boss gave her the okay to attack you. 100 guys, I quit that board. Marilyn came out like a week later. And then for the people who are new won't know this, but Barb Sylvie, remember that? She went on that Doctor Who Heather or whatever's channel and did a 2-part interview on me of how evil Tommy and I are and how miserable my son is. She was somehow my assistant in life or something and worked with me. I didn't even know her that well. I think that's crazy. But she was asked during that interview questions about Aaron. And she was like, oh, I don't know. It was so obvious to me that Barb was totally also told to attack. Barb and Marilyn came out a week after I quit that board. All of a sudden, Barb did this expose, New York Times, right? So did Jenna. I don't think Jenna ever attacked me. But yeah, Lumen, it's just crazy that it was boom, 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 one after the next. Right when I quit that board, all of a sudden it was everybody was coming out. Yeah, I don't think Jenna attacked me, Lindsay. Not that I know of. Maybe she did. I have no idea. I don't watch Jenna. I don't know her very well. I mean, I've met her once in a board meeting and I don't pay any attention to Jenna. I don't even look in her direction. Uh for sure, Melissa, absolutely she does. Thank you, Wendy Brewer. But it's very clear to me if you just connect the dots, guys, like if you just think, connect those dots. It's crazy. It's absolutely wild. Oh, okay, Lindsay, you were talking about, oh, yeah, Jenna went after Sterling. I see what you're saying. Hey, Jen O. He tried to handle the board members that quit. Oh, yeah, he was very, very angry. How many board members quit that? Yeah, Debbie, I get it now. Wasn't it like 10 people? You have to look at the common denominator there when that many people walk off and quit a board. Like those were not just people, like random people. Those were all Aaron's friends. And then the second I quit, within about 7 to 14 days, I was getting attacked. And Marilyn blamed it on me attacking Hef a year prior. I was insane. That was all crazy. It was all crazy. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Lindsay. I was proud of you for speaking the truth because it's very scary to go against Aaron. It was in the beginning just because I think Aaron, yes, Nancy. Yeah, Tampa Bay is back. It's I think Aaron definitely tries to make it seem scary. Like if you F with me, like I helped you build your channel, I'll take it away, kind of a thing. When I stood there in his kitchen, I'm not gonna lie, that freaked me out. When he said Sterling was dead to him, I was like, what? I love Sterling. He was like, he quit my board. He's dead to me. I was like, okay. Like clearly he doesn't actually have any friends. I think it's more than that. You, Mike Brown, Sterling, Nora, and Serge. Liz Gale quit. Christy quit. I know Sherry LeBrun. I love Sterling. How can anyone have a problem with him? I know. I love Sterling too. I hope he's doing well. He thinks he's mafia or something like it. Yeah, it's very Scientological behavior, this whole thing. If you just zoom out and look at it, I said this yesterday. Dylan, Christy, yeah. I said this yesterday, guys. It's really not that fascinating. It's not that interesting to me. It's not that shocking, but it might be because lawyer friend Zach. That's right. There was a lot of them, Angie. Yeah, mommers. I think because I'm on the side of the ex-Scientologists, I don't look at Aaron as some celebrity. He's not like some big time guy to me because I know him and I was in Scientology. So it's not like, wow, Aaron Smith Levin. Oh my God. It's not like that to me. I met John Travolta and I didn't give a shit. So I don't have starry eyes for anybody. But when you just look at the behavior, like that specific scenario, like the board stuff, the behavior now, all of this is totally makes sense because I said this yesterday. All of us who are, and I'm not healed. Mike Brown is not on the board, Margie Barr. It's Jenna and George, I'm pretty sure. All of us are just really, there's like a giant fly in here and I don't know where he came from. Probably the outside would be my guess. All of us are just extremely unhealed and it shows who has been doing more of the work. Jenna resigned. Oh, I figured she probably didn't once they got back together. Yeah, mommers. Aaron's behavior totally adds up with the fact that he has not dealt with all of his abuse, right? And he's, let's be honest, guys, Aaron has also suffered a lot of abuse. Does it excuse anything? No, it's like Susie Oberholtz being like, fuck Reese, and I'm going to make a video making fun of her entire look, but I have the cancer, so it's okay. And if Reese mentions that, she's making fun of my cancer. No, again, that's not how that works, right? Like my father is dying of cancer. My sister has breast cancer. That's not a get out of jail free card, right? To like make fun of people and try to look like them and act like them. So this is what you're looking at. This is the product, the result of people. Hey, Susan Cook, who never dealt with their shit. Aaron lost his brother. I know he's got some issues with his mom. He was abused in Scientology. So he never dealt with any of it that I'm aware of. Now this is the end result of that. He's just a child acting out, right? When people don't deal with it, once they typically reach their 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s, or 60s, you're going to start to see it kind of come to the surface. I've learned enough in therapy to know that. That's why I have my child in therapy. Like, it's important to start dealing with stuff early on, because we did a stream a couple of streams weeks ago. Possibly Stephanie with a PH. We did a stream, and hiding behind cancer to avoid criticism is much more offensive than legitimately. Tyler, it's also offensive as shit to people with cancer or people who are dealing with someone who has cancer and helping them, right? Caregiving. It's offensive to be like, I have cancer, so fuck you. We're not looking at your cancer. We're looking at your character. Okay. And your character is dark. Hey, Nancy. Yeah, I'm not afraid to say it. I love how she's like, Reese makes fun of me because I've got the cancer. Nope. We're not doing that. And we can go look on your channel right now where you made several videos, put on a wig, glasses, you drew a mole on your face, and you put on a ton of makeup, and you were making fun of me, right? So grow up. And the reason we're seeing that kind of behavior, right? We're just calling out the bad behavior. Am I guilty of bad behavior? 100%. But this is what you see in older people like this when they don't deal with it. Right? We did a stream a couple of weeks ago about, I kind of asked a lot of you. I said, those of you that had an experience, hey, Alana, childhood trauma, which I figure everybody has experienced childhood trauma, but a few of you said I did not. So the ones that said you went through some form of trauma, oh my God, Tracy Schwab, I'm dying of terminal cancer. So is my father. I am so sorry. That's a terrible diagnosis, and I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I will pray for you, my friend, and I'm deeply sorry. If you're okay with me praying for you, I will do that. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Well, Susie's a nobody, and she's already like, she's like fighting with her mods. She's like back and forth, like her mods are attacking her now. Like the shit circles back, right? Like, again, you cannot pretend to be a good person. Eventually that shit floats to the surface. It just does. And she hasn't dealt with it, right? I've dealt with a lot of the stuff that I have had to go through, and the way I treated people, and I've owned up to it. And I'm not saying I'm healed. I'm just saying that you have to eventually look at your trauma and deal with it. And Aaron is a great example of somebody who's not doing that. You're seeing it in real time, like just his behavior and how he treats people and how hateful he is. It's all stuff that's just bottled up. And it makes me sad. And I hope, honestly, that they said that he has to get a psychiatric evaluation. Maybe they will make him get therapy, and maybe that will help. I think there's hope for everybody. Oh, totally, Lindsay. Yeah. Hey, Christine Baker. Me too, Mommers. He left Scientology, but not the behavior. He's still extremely Scientological, Jan. And Jan, thank you for super chatting me. He, and just, I can speak to that because I was a Scientologist. Aaron still very much behaves like a Scientologist would. But is that shocking to anybody? It's all he knows. So I'm in therapy, and I have been for years, simply for the mere fact that I have to deprogram. Guys, we were indoctrinated. Aaron was indoctrinated. That doesn't just fall by the wayside. That doesn't go away, right? You have to talk, you have to get the right tools to deal with it. He's never done that. So the fact that Aaron still acts like a Scientologist doesn't shock me at all. I would too if I wasn't getting therapy. Absolutely, Alana. Thank you. Yeah, Tracy. But it's never an excuse to treat others any other way. I agree. I agree very much. How did Susie come into the space? Was she a Scientologist? No, Anne, she was not. Nor was Marilyn. They just kind of, like I said, there's storm chasers and there's Scientology chasers. And again, I don't know why anybody would chase a Scientologist. We're not a group of cool kids. We're a group of really broken kids that are still kids acting out because of our trauma. And some of them are getting help to fix that. Some of them are going, fuck that. I don't need help. And that's what you're looking at right now. And that's why everything's so divided and some things are on fire. That's what you're looking at. That's all. It's a simple equation to me. It's not like, I can't believe this is happening. Why? Open your eyes, right? Some people aren't dealing with things that are now coming and boiling over. They're bubbling up to the surface and it's just a volcano waiting to erupt. They're not dealing with it. That doesn't just go for ex-Scientologists. That's anybody. That's anybody who's suffered any kind of trauma or abuse. And it doesn't have to be extreme because trauma is trauma and it affects everybody differently, right? So it's not like my trauma is more than your trauma because no, right? I mean, I agree with Marilyn there. That's why I felt so bad for her because she was like, nobody cares. I was in a cult too. We do care. It's horrible. But one thing I'm not going to do, Marilyn, is say that probably didn't really happen, right? You shouldn't do that to people. I mean, she literally said, like, my stories aren't real. What? Not a good look to minimize somebody's abuse. Trauma is trauma. Reese, yet another example of why you are such a bright light in spite of what you've been through. And despite of what the haters say, always have your back. Thank you, Trixie. Guys, I'm not trying to be like, be more like me. I'm so healed. Good Lord, don't be like me at all. I am lost most days, and I'm not as smart as some of you say I am. A lot of times I'm like a dog. I don't get it. It has to be repeated to me. It has to be broken down, right? I have a long way to go. All I know though, and thank you, Trixie. I love you. And thank you for being a member. I just know that it's important to own up and take accountability for our mistakes. No one's going to get the fuck out of this, right? But to me, at this point in my life, I've said this, the biggest, most important currency to me in life is the effect you have on another person. How you make a person feel is very much a big goal for me. And how safe I make a person feel is very much a big goal for me. So I want people to, that's why this channel is so important to me. And I say hello to everyone and I want everyone to know we're praying or, right? Like there's certain things that I'm like, right? So I want you to feel safe, seen, heard, and validated here because you do matter. And that's why I like people engaging and chatting with us. And I've said this and I'll say it every fucking day. When you go to a funeral, you do not sit there and go, she had a hot body. She had great tits, right? You don't do that unless you're John Wayne Gacy. But otherwise, if you're a normal human being, you sit there and you reflect on how they made you feel, good or bad. When you go to a funeral, you sit there and go, boy, I'm glad that person's dead, right? Or you go, God, I remember that one time. I remember when we shared this together. That's my goal. I'm not really interested in making people feel worse or making people think that I made them unsafe. I don't want to make people feel unsafe. However, this is where it comes in where you say, don't mistake kindness for weakness too, right? So when I say that, I also, though, I'm not going to let anybody get away with bullshit. So I want people to feel safe, but I also want to be around people who want to be around me and who are loyal to me. I will be loyal back. But I don't owe anybody anything at the same time, if that makes sense. So like I will call out, I'm very interested lately in calling out bad behavior. I'm very interested in calling out people's bad behavior because I don't want to be walked all over. Were you wearing a large green ring? It's not green, it's turquoise. Kind of green. That one's kind of green. I have a lot of rings and a lot of them are large. Where did Anne just go? I stopped watching you a long time ago, Reese, to be honest, but you are making a lot of sense right now. Anne Battles, it's such a kind thing to say. And you can continue to not watch me. I wish you well, but what a kind thing to say. I hope you'll come back. I'm enjoying talking with you, but you have to do what's best for you. But thank you, Anne. That really does mean a lot to me. Thank you. Marilyn is basically a stranger who inserted herself into your life in that she's an outsider. Do you feel less obligation to Marilyn? Ooh, there's some thunder. I don't understand the question. Basically a stranger who inserted herself into your life and that she's an outsider. Do you feel obligated? How? Obligated to do what? Happy Days. I don't know what you mean fully. You were wearing it yesterday and I love it. I want one. I don't remember what jewelry I had on yesterday. It's probably from the store that I have a booth at, but at the same time, I've got a shit ton of turquoise. So it might be something else. I collect turquoise. I love turquoise. Okay, so what do you mean by obligated here? Charlie Cat, that's a good idea. I know, Marty Jewel, they broke it down for me. Thank you for saying that, Marty Jewel. Looked like it had images on it. Images? Oh, I see it. I pulled it up. I see what you're talking about. It wasn't that one I got from this store where I bought this. It's in Kansas City. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's turquoise, and I've never seen anything like it. Hey, Gabby, good for you. It was turquoise. You know how turquoise can have a lot of different like variations. It was a turquoise ring, but it had like a little bit of red. It's a cool ring. I got that like 15 She was like a child. She just stood up on me. I got that a long time ago. It's a cool, just a variation of turquoise. Um, an obligation to give any grace to her. Okay, so what I guess I'm saying is Happy Days, and thank you for your super chat. I don't feel obligated I don't, Marilyn's not in my life, but I will say this, like, I feel the same way. I've said this about Aaron. Kia, girl. Squeeze you, girl. Squeezy. Chubby. Well, you used to be chubby. Aren't you a little snuggy bug? Kid's a little snuggy bug. Kid eats spiders. Don't eat Gregory. Don't eat him. He lives in the bathroom. Kid eats June bugs and anything that flies into the house, any kind of a moth. And she likes to bring it up to my bed and scare the holy living, ever living shit out of me. Kid, it's really gross. And you have bad habits sometimes. Kid. You snuggly ass, you cuddly ass little snuggy bug. That's okay, Charlie Cat. It's probably best. I say the same thing. I know, Diana H. I say the same thing about Aaron. How many of you were friends with someone, but you're not anymore? Okay, so maybe you were friends with them for a year, maybe 10 years, maybe your whole life. And then you're not, and time goes by. You don't think about them anymore. They're not like, if someone came to you and they're like, hey, did you hear your ex-friend, blah, blah, blah. Now, if you're addicted to drama and gossip, you might be like, what? I'm not. So when people were like, what'd you think of Aaron going to jail? I didn't even know what he was being charged with. I didn't care, right? Eventually I figured out the it's cornstarch, you big baby. Go home and cry to your mommy, right? I figured it out, but I didn't follow. I don't care. So I don't feel obligated to Aaron or Marilyn or any of those guys because they're not in my life anymore, if that makes sense. I don't get like frazzled about it. I don't. My father was in a David Bowie video, Lindsay. My mother boned the lead singer of Nazareth. That's enough. Oh, man. Congratulations, though, to your dad. So I don't really feel obligated to anything anymore that doesn't. How many of you feel obligated to anyone? Quite honestly, I'm obligated to my son, my animals. I had to get more cat food today at Costco. I don't really feel chained to or obligated to anyone. Has she ever left me a mouse present? No, because Anne, she doesn't get to go outside hardly at all, and she doesn't have claws. Now, before you freak out, I adopted her. I rescued her in Kansas City. That way she didn't have claws. I would never declaw a cat, but I don't let her outside. My other two cats have claws and they're insane assholes. And they bring me chipmunks, squirrels, deer, cow carcasses, everything. And one time um, I saved no, Lindsay, that's terrifying. One time I saved a chipmunk, hey, Natalie, from getting eaten. And I had to run into the bullpen to do it. And I was in my underwear and I had proof. I showed you guys on camera. And I had to roll underneath an electric fence and it almost zapped my fupa because my fupa is the biggest part of my body. And I had to like suck it in. Yeah. And so Kim is Blue is right. So every time I go outside now, yeah, the animals, all the animals, the snakes, the grasshoppers, the butterflies, the birds, every time I walk to my car, they all go, there goes our hero. Watch her as she goes. And I'm like, stop. But they're right, right? And then also the chipmunk one morning, I came outside and he was up in the tree. And he was flipping off the Siamese and he was like, someone saved my life tonight. Blee, blee, blee. And then he looked at the Siamese and he was like, you nearly had me roped and tied. I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. How did you know he was in jail? I just told you, Jamie. I eventually figured it out. But I wasn't rushing to the tabloids to figure it out. I just don't care. I don't care what Aaron's doing. It really doesn't. It doesn't affect my life. Makes no difference to me. I missed. Oh, Happy Days. But she inserted herself into your life. Why feel obligation to her? Well, I guess I'm not picking up right on your questions. How am I obligated? What am I doing? Am I like paying a monthly membership fee to her channel that I don't know about? Tell me how I'm obligated. Like, where am I missing this? But thank you for paying to say it. But you are your name, Relatable Reese. You are what you brought. You are what brought me to this channel, and you are what keeps me here, along with, I love you, Trixie. That's such a nice thing to say, babe. Thank you. Wow. That's really kind. Willow Tree. I appreciated the good talk between you, Tommy, and Nora. Thank you, Willow Tree. Are you new? I love your name. Thank you for the super chat. And one more for the haters. Get some new content, douche canoes. Trixie is oh my God. Yes, Critters Creations. That's so cute. Hold on, Tyler. Oh my God. Anne Battles. Are you still in here? Hey, Teague. Thank you for being a lurker and saying something. That's so cute. Anne Battles. She brought me a leaf. She brought me a leaf once. Oh my God. Critters Creations. That was the cutest thing in the world. Do you guys remember like a month ago? Sometimes I'll let her out on the front porch. If I go out there, I'll like take my laptop when I'm working and she'll sit on the porch with me. And I don't mind that, but I keep an eye on her. She's not like the other cats, right? Oh my God. She went off the porch and like around in the bushes. And I knew where she was. I was keeping an eye, but she didn't go far. And she came up to the door. I went inside and she was at the door. Oh my God. And she had something in her mouth and she brought me in a caterpillar. And I was like, oh my God. And it was cute. It looked like she had a tiny little mustache. She was like holding it in her mouth. Like, and it was all, and I was like, kid, thank you. And I like picked it up. It was like flipping around on the carpet, on the rug. And I took a little envelope and I took it outside and I was like, Lord, and I gave it CPR and it lived. And again, it was like, there goes my hero. Watch her as she goes. Did I say hi to you, Bunny Fufu? She did. Critters Creations. That was so damn cute. Tyler's throwing them out. If these were just people in the world, a response wouldn't be necessary. Let's try that again, Reese. Use your words, girl. Hey, Sharon. Let's try it again. Give me a second chance. If these were just people in the world, says Tyler, a response wouldn't be necessary or warranted. There'd be no reason to care. The weaponization of their audiences causes real damage that warrants a response. That... Damn, Tyler, don't leave. Tyler, you know who he reminds me of? Dylan. bringing all these facts and shit in front of all these women, bringing all this damn logic. What are you doing, Tyler? Where you been? Annette and Battles, I'm glad you're still here. I hope you'll stick around. That is did you guys really read that? Happy Days. That's exactly what I would say to that. That's why we Lindsay's like, he's mine. Back off. Like, oh, are you guys like dating? How come I didn't know this? Alana, quit bragging. That is so cute. Lindsay, I hope you are. That's so sweet. He seems like a very nice guy. Don't worry, we're not going to steal him, but he's very insightful. Tommy is like this. I love guys like this. We just don't have that many guys in our chat, but he reminds me of Dylan. So I like this. There'd be no reason to care. The weaponization of their audiences causes real damage that warrants a response. Well, you smarty and ad hominem and shit. I love it. Tyler, thank you for gifting me another super chat, my man. Thank you. No, I know, Alana. I love Greek food. I love hummus, Alana. So I've been on a kick again with my hummus. Sometimes I go into like deep hummus kicks. Shit. And I went to Costco the other day and I just bought the big container. And I went to Trader Joe's. Nope. They didn't have them at Trader Joe's. I got them at Publix. I got the green spinach tortillas. They're like spinachy instead of a regular tortilla. And I load that shit up down the middle like a burrito with hummus. I put on everything bagel seasoning. I put on crumbled feta cheese from Costco. And then I put slices of cucumber, lots of it. And then I take sriracha and I go, psh, and then I roll that shit up like a Chipotle burrito. Yes. Hey, Suzanne White. Hey, MLB Tracy. Oh my God. I look at it holistically, not just one gnat in your ear, but hundreds of gnats. Yeah, exactly. Yes, you are, Buffy. Don't you think that sounds amazing? Don't you wish your hummus wrap was good like mine? Pick any Diamond song. Diamond song, like as in Neil? Let me see my playlist if I have any. I don't know if I really know Neil Diamond. I'm not old enough. I'm just kidding. I was raised on that shit. Let's see. Neil Diamond. Is that the guy that like, am I thinking of Neil Young? I like Neil Young. What does Neil Diamond sing? I don't know any Neil Diamond songs. I'm looking at Neil Diamond songs and I don't know any of this shit. If you know what I mean, play me. Hello again. Oh, I know Sweet Caroline. You know, Sweet Caroline is the first time I ever danced with a man to that song was my stepdad. I cried and cried. We were in a restaurant. This was a long time ago. And it did not have a dance floor or anything. But he had just married my mom. And he pulled me out of the booth. And I was young. I was like 19 or 20. And I said, I've never danced with a man before. And I never had. And he was like, that's okay. He was like, that's okay, Royce. Just follow my lead. And we danced to that. Sweet Care. And you paid $14 for this. Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Blee, 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 blee. I have to decline. Blee, blee, blee. I don't know the song. I don't know the words. Eric, you're a little baby angel. Really? And thank you for your super chat, Alana. I'll sing something else if you want to pay me. I'm happy to sing anything. I'll do anything for money. Just kidding. That's on my other channel. I was wearing a shirt today when I left Costco. You've seen it recently. I'm going to have to try this, Melissa. And there's this sweet man named Frank that checks you out at Costco. And he's so old and cute. And I was wearing a tank top today that said Lovers Club. I wore it recently, but it had to, hey, Auntie Janet says it had a heart and it said Lovers Club. Oh my God, I heard noise. It's my son. Scared the ever living. Bo's going to bark. Bo's going to bark. Hi, son.
It's going to start raining pretty bad, so I can't leave.
Oh, okay. Hey, do me a favor, Hux.
Yeah.
Did Nene leave?
No, they need some string. I'm seeing if I have some.
What?
Some string. One of them gates I forgot to close, and they want to see if I have a string I can tie it together with.
I have an idea. The cabinet where we used to tie it closed so Bo couldn't get into it. Go there.
Just use one of those?
Well, yeah. I mean, if they need it, they need it. I'll find some more. Hey, but okay. I was going to have you turn the air down a notch cooler and shut my door, please. What was I just saying?
It's 74 in the house, but it's at 75. So I think it's.
Will you just turn it back to turn it to 74?
Okay.
But Hux, shut my door, please. What was I just saying? Oh, the shirt. Doesn't really seem that important anymore. Seamus, you better act right, dude. I will. Ann Battles. That's such a nice thing to. Look, Bobo wants you to see it. He wants you to see his octopus baby. Bobo's octopus baby. Oh, he's so friendly. And you can grab his face and kiss it. He says, I'm an emotional support kissy man, and I will not take your face off like what happened to that poor woman with her chimpanzee. He says, I'm your friendly neighborhood poodle, but I'm not going to be friendly if you break in here. I'll rip your lungs out. But he says, it's my mom, and my mom's my only friend because she's the only person that feeds me my lunches. Yeah, well, that's true. But he says, my mom can grab my face and kiss me because I won't bite her face off because I like my mom. Well, what a nice person. He's a good boy. And he went to Yale. Yeah, he is Martha Martin. So I'm wearing this shirt. I don't, Lindsay. It's all at the store, but I stream there. I'm wearing this shirt that's, well, now I feel stupid. This isn't that cool of a story, but we'll just finish it. I'm wearing a shirt that says Lovers Club, and Frank, Frank is flirty, and he looks at my receipt. And he's like, all right, little lady. He's probably 90. Hey, which, that's a good age. Well, Lindsay, we could stream there. And he goes, what's that shirt mean? He said, how do I get into that club? And I said, oh, it's online, Frank. It's online. And he went, what? He thought I really meant like I had an OnlyFans. And I was like, dude, I'm just kidding. I got this. It's okay. Calm down. But it was kind of sad. I felt embarrassed about it. And I had to skidoo. I had to get out of there quickly. But you know how I like to chat with people. Did I miss a super chat? I didn't, right? No. Okay, I'm all caught up. I just want to say, though, because I've been saying this for an hour and 20 minutes now, and I haven't really gotten around to it. But, oh, my God, don't even get me started. Frank, remember Nathan, the pharmacist at Costco? I went up to him last week, and I was like, Nathan, I'm stressed out because I thought that I missed getting my diabetes medicine because I haven't gotten a text in a long time for it. I mean, I still have the medicine, but I was like, I don't know. And sometimes I just like to bother the people at Costco. And I was like, I'm stressed out. And he comes up to the counter and he goes, well, you get headaches. That's when you know you have a problem. And I went, well, I have been getting headaches lately. You know that? And he was like, didn't you tell me you get headaches? I was like, this is sad. I use all the Costco people for therapy. I was like, I might have told you that before. And he was like, well, I'm pretty sure you did. And I said, well, I don't know if my diabetes medicine is ready. And he looked it up. And he was like, actually, it's coming up next week. And I was like, okay, I can scratch that off the list. I said, I've been losing sleep over it. I'm fairly upset. Do I drink a lot of water? No, I don't. I was like, but I'm feeling very upset about things. And I was like, and I'm going to be ovulating soon. And he was like, oh, okay, I got to get back to what I'm doing here. But it was sad because I was like, Nathan, I was like, I'm upset for various reasons. And he was like, well, you do get headaches. It was, remember like that guy when I flipped out at First Watch? And I was mad about my sandwich and the manager came over and I was like melting the fuck down. Oh my God, it was okay. It was the same thing. Do you guys remember that? I was like, this isn't right. I was like, but I don't normally get the manager. And I was like all calm at first. And I was like, I don't normally get the manager, but I was like, and I started like freaking out in that booth. Do you remember that? And I immediately was like, wait, come back. And he like started to come back. And I was like, I'm not a get the manager kind of girl, sir. I was like, I don't normally get the manager. I was like, no, I don't want you to think I get the manager. I don't get the manager. Hey, Kyla. And he was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I was like, I don't get the fucking manager. I did it today. I was like, I never do this. I don't do it. And he was like, you know what? Like, this dude hopped into action. This man's wife has to be a very happy person. He was like, hey, mop man. He literally was like, you know what? I felt like I was in Schitt's Creek. He was like suddenly just like animated, and he goes, you don't look like a get the manager kind of girl. And I was like, oh. I was like, really? I don't? I was like, thank you. What else do I look like? I was like, do you like my lip stain? I was like, this is a new Sephora one that I'm trying. I was like, do you feel like I have too much highlighter on in this light? Like, it was crazy. Hey, Vince from Wisconsin. It was it totally disarmed me. It totally disarmed me. He was like, you know what? Because I was like, I don't want you to think badly of me. I don't want you to be upset. I was like, I'm upset. And he was like, you don't look like a get the manager kind of girl. And I was like, really? Stop. I don't? I was like, how do you say that? What makes you think that? Do I like Ulta? I never go to Ulta, Lindsay. I go to Sephora. I've just been a Sephora girl. Mar Lugo, where the hell have you been? Oh, that's terrible, Mar. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, Tyler, I don't know what that means, but we've really enjoyed you, and I hope you come back. Love you, Heather Huckleberry. So, guys, I just want to get around to this, and it's taken us an hour and 26 minutes, but that's totally common for this channel. Interesting, Lindsay. I may have to go to an Ulta sometime. Alana, big time. Ready to party with the best of friends. And I'm gonna go down to the river. So I just want to say yesterday was amazing. Everybody was really, really emotionally mature. They both brought their game. And I was impressed. And I honestly thought Nora knew Tommy. Like, I thought that she had known Tommy at least a little bit more than I had thought. And I was super impressed with both of them. And it was magical. It was healing. It was, and I'm not going to lie. I was feeling it. I was feeling it. I was like, this, do you ever like, well, remember the other night when I got out of my car and it was super late and I live out in the middle of nowhere and I saw a light like out in the field and I didn't know what it was, but it was like out in the cow field and it was like flickering. And I literally started to walk into it and I was like, what is that? And I start walking, like I literally could close my eyes and open them and you couldn't tell a difference. It was so pitch black. I'm walking right into Ted Bundy's, right? Like I'm stepping directly into the trap. And I got about halfway. MJ, it's a great breakfast and brunch lunch place. They have them in Florida. And I get about halfway and I have shit in my hands. And I was like, what am I doing? I could be murdered. Like I could be murdered right now. I'm walking into the darkness because I'm like, squirrel. I saw a light and I was like, wonder what that is. It's probably the trap of a fucking serial killer. It was probably that Rex guy being like, hey, it was probably a cow reading. That makes more sense. But it was the same thing last night with Nora and Tommy. I brought everybody on and then I immediately was like in the dark going, maybe this wasn't a good idea. Like, I don't know. I think I did this too soon. Like, what if this goes to hell and everybody flips the fuck out? I'm just going to act like I lost power. I'm going to be like, well, you guys see, oh my God, there's such a storm. And then I would have just cut the stream. Or I could have pulled a Marilyn and been like, okay, you know what? I'm done with this. I could have done that too. Now, Alana, I think Kim is Blue's right. It was probably a cow reading a book. I can't believe I missed Nora and Tommy on your chat. Mar Lugo, I missed you yesterday. You told me in the Zoom you were off. So I was like all excited to see you. And then I was like, where the hell is Mar Lugo? Where is Mar-a-Largo? I love you, Mar. You're so cute. God, you're cute. I loved your sweater in the Zoom call. I forgot to tell you that. Thank you for the super chat. Whose channel was it on? This one, girl. We platformed it right here. But as soon as I brought Tommy on and he was all heated, I was like, I think we should I like you and Tommy together. Thank you. I like me and Tommy together too. I think he's a keeper. As soon as I brought him on and then I brought her on, I suddenly heard like a ding, 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 ding. All right. Are you ready to rumble? I was like, oh shit, this might be a really bad idea. Like, you know, when you eat, like when I eat Alfredo sauce, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot I don't have a gallbladder and it's too late. Like I'm running to the bathroom, but it just pours out of me. That's kind of what happened. I was like, I did not plan this. It'd be like walking into like a bear's den and you're like, they're so cuddly. Like, look at their little ears. And then they're like, and you're like, I didn't fucking think this through. And I don't have any Ritz crackers on me. I know he's cute, isn't he, Kim? The couple of times I spoke to Tommy, he spoke so high of you. Well, that's so nice. He's paid to do that, but that's sweet. I was nervous. I was honestly, Marluga was really good. I was quite nervous though. The second it happened, I was like, oh shit. It felt like we were in a ring, honestly. Speaking of, this is the funniest shit you've ever seen. It made me think of this. Where is it? I'm not going to tell you where this came from. And obviously this is AI. So the faces aren't great, but this is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. Somebody sent that to me. It was the funniest shit I'd ever seen. If you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, you missed it. But that was so funny. I was like, oh my God, why does Nora look like Natalie? You should do a chat with them again. I said that. I absolutely thought that too. I would love to do that. What's that made by? I don't know. I don't know how to put air in a tire, so I didn't make it. I don't know. Somebody sent it to me. I should. I absolutely should. Tyler, sorry. Tyler, it's hard here because you're one of very few guys. Very few. Mar, thank you, babe. And that's a great suggestion. I thought the three of us actually did pretty great at, I know. Is that the funniest shit you've ever seen? God, I was like, why does Nora look like Natalie? Nora looks like Natalie and Nora like together, like mixed together, but that is so funny. That is so funny to me. Tyler, dude, hey, Barbara, wait, I am sorry. This is mainly women, but if you have any male friends, bring them in. That's why I like the lifeboat because there's such a mixture of men and women. Makes more sense because Tommy actually does real content and real streams. I thought that was Natalie. Me too. Love and Life. I was like, why does this look like Natalie? Hey, Leslie. I've learned to detach from what doesn't serve or expand me. Sometimes we need to partner with ourselves. Oh, that's a great comment, Leslie. That's a great comment. That's a really good comment. I like the second part. Sometimes we need to partner with ourselves. And honestly, guys, I love the title of this. I thought it was really good. Your next move matters more than your last mistake. I want you to keep that in mind. I know, Neptunes. I want you to keep that in mind. I'm freaking out for a minute because I was like, oh my God, my biggest fear is to get a tick. And ever since I read something on Facebook that said ticks are like increased in numbers this year, I'm like constantly like, oh my God. And if I had one, I'd go to an emergency room because I'd be terrified and I don't know how to get it off. And I don't want to touch it. I do too, Anne Battles. Tashbit says, I was really impressed by how calm everyone was. I hope you're all feeling better. Yeah, I think we are. I was very nervous. Yeah, at first I was, again, it was like, I was like, this is a great idea. I was like, let's bring on Nora. And then I was like, oh shit, I might be in over my head. Like, I don't get in the ocean, but it's like that. I feel like you went doggy paddling and suddenly you're like 3,000 miles away and the shore is so far away. And you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do out here? Like, how am I going to make it? Who's going to super chat me? How am I going to stay afloat? Right? Is a dolphin going to save my life? That's one of my biggest fears. Yeah, me too, Mar. it was scary. I was very nervous after. That's kind of my whole life though. I'm like, this is a great idea. Let's get into a van that says free puppies. Like there's a man in the sewer that's like, hey, can you help me? And I'm like trying to squeeze myself down in there, like my fupa through that little hole. And then I'm like, oh, this could be murdery. This could be stabby. Like I forgot that this could be a dangerous situation. I do that all the time. I'm honestly, these could be my very last words. I'm kind of shocked that I'm still here. Reese, you were an excellent mediator. I don't think that I mediated much, but thank you for saying that. Yeah. Mar, same, babe, same. I absolutely, I'm terrified of ticks. I've only pulled a couple off of, oddly enough, this guy, but everybody else, I mean, it shouldn't. It absolutely shouldn't. They shouldn't. I treat them. Vince, are you leaving? How is that? That's not true. Every time I show up, I hear the word fupa. Usually you're hearing the word taint, tits. I mean, usually you're always walking in and I'm like, my thighs are best friends, but my tits have never met because all I have is side boob. I have no front boob. And then Tommy's like, oh, hey, everyone. Yeah, usually I'm like talking about my taint. Oh, me too, Marlugo. Yeah, that's why you have to treat your pets. Like it's no joke. I do Seresto collars and they work really well. I haven't had a problem really at all. But hey, babe, you're going live in an hour, correct? Tommy, if you're still in here, please don't leave just yet. You always come in and you're gone like in a flash. Hey, Annette actually wanted to tell you this, and I'm glad you're here. I just want to know why Tommy ain't a member. You should shame him. He was. Somebody gifted him a membership, Tyler. I don't know if you remember me or not, but it's in Battles. I want to say hi to you. Daughter is still addicted with horns, but someday, hopefully, she will clean up. Babe, did you see this? Babe? Surely he didn't leave. Really? Did he really just come in just to say that and then he left? Well, that's disappointing. I kind of don't think so, though. Scott, it is a funny word. I love the word taint. Huh. That's weird. Where's my hair clip? Oh, he's still here. Babe, did you see that? Anne? Did you see our friend Anne? She hasn't been around in a long time, but this is Anne. And she wanted to say that to you. She said she really liked you and she wanted me to tell you that. But now that you're here, hey, Mad Drop. Yeah. I just want you to know that, babe. What time is the Tommy show, I Rule? Look, I Rule, you're still here and you haven't been kicked off. Look at you. You don't have to go tell everybody you got kicked off. He's exactly in an hour, as far as I know. I haven't talked to Tommy much today. So, but yeah, babe, kudos to you for last night. Everybody's really happy for you, babe, including me. Everybody's really, he says, thank you. Yeah, Jojo, I just want you to know that, babe, that people were really validating you over here and just saying how we've all come a long way. I mean, we've all come a long way as far as not being so reactive, being more emotionally mature. Reese and Tommy, would you ever want to do a show together about addiction? I don't know. I'd have to ask Tommy that. I don't know. Honestly, Lindsay, if I had to guess, Tommy would probably not do that just because he's not streaming with anyone. And I'm extremely picky about streaming. I don't really stream with people. I say that all the time. But I don't know. It'd be something to think about. Jojo, appreciate you for last night, Tommy. Babe, I just want you to know that there's a lot of support and love in here of people saying how well you were just so classy and you gave a lot of grace and you handled that really nicely. And that's all. I just wanted you to know that. I'm glad that you popped in. Will you guys please hit the subscribe button while you're in here? I actually lost a lot of subs last night after that video. And I'm not surprised. But when you put 3 people that are controversial like that to some, you're gonna go, "Oh, I love Reese, but I hate Nora. I'm paying unsubscribe," or whatever they do. It happens in Nora's chat a lot. I don't go over to Nora's because there's so many people that are like, "I hate Reese." So I don't F around over there. I don't wanna, like, disrupt the chat. But well, let's be honest, he says. Look at Shameby, babe. Look at him. You see him? Look at little Shameby. That's our special boy. He's a special boy. Let's be honest, I'm nothing if not classy. Kind of might find a characteristic, right? I don't know. I think you're very classy. MLB Tracy. So I have 3 cats, and he was dumped at my parents' farm. His name is Seamus, and he's a giant orange cat. And I think he was taken from his mother way too soon. And I don't know if he's very, very attached to our other animals. Like, he doesn't know how to use the litter box right. Sometimes he poops and pees in my clothes. He's very, very, very slow. He doesn't move for anybody. But like, look at this. I put this up yesterday. This is how he is all the time with my animals. All the time. Look at him. He's so attached to all. I mean, he is such a big baby. Like, he did not have a mom. I don't think he had anybody. And he just clings to Bo, especially, but he loves, loves, loves the Siamese cat as well. But it's so sweet. I mean, it's annoying. He's a tough one. He's my most difficult cat. Oh my God. Speaking of Bo, he's my most difficult cat because he has the most issues. Ann Battles, yes. I'm just happy to see you, Ann. Guys, my mom has 2 Great Pyrenees. Do you want to know how long Bo's legs are? Her Pyrenees look like polar bears. They're enormous. They're like 180 pounds. They're huge dogs. Look at Bo's legs next to her dog. Bo has more legs than a bucket of chicken. Hey, Rain, look at how much higher. Do you ever see a woman that's like a spider? She's all legs. I always get jealous of women that's legs are like they're just tits and legs. That's Bo. Look at his legs. Everybody that sees Bo in person is like, what's going on with your dog's legs? He's so tall. When Bo stands on his hind legs, he's taller than me. Isn't that so cute, though? He's so tall. Did you know Tommy even took the time to email me at church? That is so sweet. Tommy is a sweet man. He's a very sweet man. Did Nora and Tommy get annoyed with each other back? No, they had an amazing talk last night. Yeah, Marlugo, absolutely. I would think you would gain subs. No, I lost subs. I get people punishing me all the time, though. If I say something wrong, or if I'm aligned right with someone, thank you, Mar, for the super chat. I always get some sort of punishment. They go, I'm going to punish you, but they still watch. Me too, daughter of the king, me too. But yeah, guys, Seamus is really very, very difficult to have as a cat. I'm not going to lie. I kind of wish I could rehome him, but I don't think I can because I believe somebody would abuse him. I believe someone would abuse him, and I would never be able to live with myself. He's a special needs cat. Leslie, thank you for being a member again. Look at this. Watch Bo. Bo is a gentle giant. It's like he knows he's special needs. Watch him put his whole head over him to like calm him down, to get him to lay down. Watch. Bo is such a I don't know what you would call that. Therapy dog. Watch. See him trying to like, it's so sweet. It's all the time. That's all the time. This cat is like so clingy with all of our animals. He's just so clingy. Look at how sweet that is. It's so sweet. So he's our special guy, and it's really annoying because, again, He doesn't use the litter box properly, and he's loud and he's needy. Um, that's big for a male cat to do that. Yeah. So sweet. I have the sweetest animals, guys. Good for you, Rain. I know I'm a little bit behind. I kind of have to take off, but there's no animosity between me and Nora. I think she was very classy and I appreciated her apology. Babe, this is why, Bunny Foo Foo, I said this last night. I am proud to be yours. Thank you for saying that. I think that's really, really kind. It makes all of it, like, women love this. Just so you know, it's such an amazing thing. It's an amazing quality and characteristic that you have. And I've always said this about Tommy. I love Tommy, but my favorite thing about him is his heart. I love Tommy's heart. He's a good man, and he's respectful, and he's very kind to women, and especially animals and kids. And I love that about him. Does he have anxiety, Leslie? I don't think so. This cat doesn't move for anybody. He doesn't ever move. But no, I just want to say that, babe. I'm really impressed by you, and I love you. And if you're still here, thank you for that. One last thing I want to show you guys about Seamus. So watch Kid. This is hilarious. You've seen it, but watch Kid. Look at Kid. That's one of my cats. Hey, cat. Look at her, okay? Look at Seamus. He doesn't react to anything. You can't get him to move. I've never seen him run. It's just kind of sad. And I think he'll always look at Bo going over to check on him. She lost a ton of weight, Rain. Do you see the difference? Yeah. I don't think he had a mom. I also think it's possible he has some kind of a head injury. The vet said he could have some kind of a brain injury. He's got a little bit of like neurological stuff. He can't walk like without knocking everything over. Like, you know how cats are very graceful and like they can walk around things? Like, he knocks everything over. He's just not all there. And so I would really love to rehome him, but he would have to go with the Siamese because they're bonded. And I'd feel bad about it. And I'd be afraid that someone would take him and then harm him. Cause like, you know, he pees on stuff sometimes and he doesn't use the litter box. He will poop in the litter box and leave it. And Moose, our Siamese, will jump in and bury it for him. So like, he needs help. Lindsay, I'm sorry I didn't see you. Proud of all the great work you're doing. I mean that. Tommy's amazing. No, he's a little bit dim-witted, but he's an incredible hunter. I don't think he hunts. I think his brother hunts. There's nothing wrong with his brain. He's just not in danger of doing something intelligent. Oh my God, you're so cute. Babe, that's hilarious. That's a great, sweet way of putting it. He seems slightly neurological. Yeah. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you. Thank you for saying that, guys. Doesn't it feel better to just respect each other and just be like, if I'm not for you, I know, Alana, there's that too. If I'm not for you, or you kind of hate us, or you don't click and vibe, you just go. Like, I love that. I love this community because that's what we're about. And then meanwhile, you've got haters just like, but what about this? But what about that from 50 years ago? But what about this when you said this back in 2020? Who cares? Your next move matters more than your last mistake, guys. Mistakes will be made. How we deal with them, right? My most important thing I pay attention to in friendships, and especially my relationship with Tommy, the biggest thing that I always pay attention to in life now is conflict resolution. Because when things are good, when you guys get along, whether it's your husband, wife, best friend, whatever, mom, anybody can act cool. People can get along. But when shit hits the fan, it's like the healing. I want to know how you deal with it. I want to know how you act when you're fucking under pressure. Do you start attacking people? Do you fold? Do you flip out like Marilyn and go, you know, right? Like, I want to know how you deal with conflict. How do you resolve conflict? Because that's more important to me than being like, we get along so well. Of course you do. People get along. I want to know how the fuck things go down when you have something major happen, when you have a major disagreement. That sucks, I rule. Honestly. It just feels right in here. I agree with that so much, Nancy. It just feels right. The vibe, the air, the flow, it feels right. Reese, thank you, Nancy, and I love you. I will say Nora and her mods don't put up with people who talk shit about you. They are deleted and blocked. Really? I feel nervous to go into her chat. She was live a few days ago and I was in there and there was a bunch of people that were like, I mean, not a bunch. There was probably like 6 to 8 people that were like, I can't fucking stand Reese. I used to like Reese, but Reese is a grifter to me, or she doesn't seem reliable, or whatever it was. There was a few of them that were like, I can't stand that woman. I was like, I'm not going to pop into this. I don't, and not because I know the mods would protect me, but it's like, I don't want to, you know, when we get like a hater that comes in and it just throws everything off, I didn't want to come in and like disrupt the piece. Right. So, I didn't want to take away from what Nora was saying and a bunch of people being like, hey, Reese. Oh, I know Nora likes me. Nora and I don't have an issue. I'm just saying a lot of Nora's chat, shockingly, like it surprises me because most everybody here pretty much goes from one to the other. Lindsay, it's so dumb. But there's quite a few. I know for sure she used to love us over here. Ann Casillas. I loved Ann Casillas. She fucking hates me. I'm still not sure why. I don't need to know. It's not my concern. But there's a few of them that we lost, and it's a bummer. Yeah, Tennessee girl, me too. Mar Lugo gifted 5 memberships. Mar, water break. Nora's chat. M. Christine. And of course it's going to happen. There's people in this chat that don't like Nora. There's people in this chat that don't like Tommy. There's people in Tommy's chat that don't like me, right? Like, I get it. It's okay. We don't all have to like each other. It's totally okay. My therapist said, thanks, mommers. And thank you, Mar Lugo. My therapist said last week, it's okay to be upset. It's one thing to be upset, but it's another to be hurtful, intentionally hateful to people. And I say this to my 16-year-old son, right? Is Tommy still here, Mad Drop? Probably not. He's going live soon. I say this to my 16-year-old son who's full of hormones, right? And under pressure and in high school and all of that, and fitting in and shaping who he's going to be as a man. I say this, hey, Mama Bear, I say this a lot. I know, Margie Barr. I say to Huxley, like, it's perfectly okay. I want you to share your feelings. I want you to. It's valid. But it's just like the rules of our chat. Guys, you can challenge me. You can come in here and go, Reese, I'm just not really a fan. I don't want a bunch of yes people, but you can't come in here and be like, you're a piece of shit. Your son is in danger. You're a bad mother. That's hate. That's just you're trying to be hurtful, right? So no, absolutely not. Reese, I may not show up because you stream mid-afternoon. Yeah, I know that, Rain, and I love you. I absolutely love seeing you. I love Joe too. Doesn't he have a birthday coming up? I feel like he does. Shame on all of them, Reese. I've said this before. No one is perfect, but never show hate toward it. Dip me in glitter. Yeah, guys, it's okay. It's perfectly okay to be passionate about something. You saw it last night. Tommy came on initially and he was very upset. Completely understandable. Even Nora was like, it's totally valid. Like his upset totally aligned with what had happened. Right? If anything, he was kind of mild about it, right? But I understand why he was upset. And so it's okay to come out and be like, I don't like this. But it's not okay to be like, you're a fucking piece of shit, right? Unless they do it to you first. Like Marilyn, who's firebombed my entire family. That's different. That's how I see that. If I see anyone talking about you and Tommy, I nib it. Yeah, Jojo, I see a lot of that, of people who are just like talking shit about us. And guys, Nora's mods, don't feel like you have to get rid of that hate. It's her chat. It's her rules. I'm not upset about it. It wouldn't hurt my feelings. It's totally okay. Each content creator is allowed whatever they allow in their chat. Lindsay, I don't know if they're jealous of me. How is your enchilada? Kim, I took a picture of it. It was really saucy, which I like saucy, but it gave me raging heartburn. And I did make those stuffed peppers too, by the way. Those are the stuffed peppers before I put them in the oven. I stuffed them, I sliced them, I did everything bagel seasoning, cream cheese softened with Boursin cheese from Costco, mix it together and stuff those things, and then I roasted them. Oh my God. Yeah, listening really helps before you open your mouth. Yeah, and if you do mess up, it's okay. Just like Nora did. She was like, I shouldn't have spoke without talking to you first, and I'm sorry. Who cares? She owned it. That's classy to me. That's all I'm interested in, right? I don't care that she made a mistake, right? Everybody's going to do that. Everybody's going to misspeak. Well, I thought I took a picture. Dang, didn't I? It was good, Kim. I would not make it again. It was just really thick, lots of layers. And again, it just gave me such bad heartburn. I could not kill the heartburn. It was too saucy for me. Damn, that's weird. I thought I took a picture of this. Odd. But I did take a screenshot of this. I'm going to order this t-shirt because I love it. I think this is hilarious. Women for basic human rights. I love that. That's from a store in Tucson that I like to order from. I think that's a great t-shirt. Yeah, Rain. Oh, Kim is Blue. You would love those. They're so good. They're so easy to make. I made too many. And so I put them in a Ziploc and threw them in the fridge. And Kim is Blue, the crazy thing is, the next couple of days, I just pulled them out of the Ziploc and ate them cold. I didn't heat them up or anything. I just ate them cold. Yeah, just for basic human rights. I think that's hilarious. Teddy Bear Scott, don't be silly. Guys, don't ever feel like you need to be a member here. I appreciate it so much. Your money, your membership, your views, all of that goes a long way. Just hitting the like button, just watching, replay crew, all of that, guys, that helps me. That pays me. Views pay me. So don't ever feel like I wish I could be a member. I can't afford it. Don't feel guilt ever about that. Don't ever give money that you don't feel like you can afford. You're in charge of your finances, right? I'm not going to even dip into that. That's not my business. If you super chat me, that's completely your choice, but I didn't ask for it, right? So I appreciate what I get deeply. I'm deeply grateful, and so is my son, right? I'm a single mom, so I appreciate the money. It's my job, and it's like giving a tip, but don't do it if you can't do it. It's never, ever, ever expected. I know, Kim. So, guys, MLB Tracy, love you, babe. You too. I love you guys. Teddy Bear Scott, I've been here a very long time, and Reese loves all. I definitely do, Dawn, and thank you for saying that. Guys, please hit subscribe before you go. Like I say, I lost quite a few subs last night over that. I always lose about 3 to 5 subs per video. I piss somebody off. But last night I lost like 20. So hit subscribe. But it is just a number, so it's also not a big deal. We don't have to make up for it. Jojo, love you, babe. Yeah, go to bed. Punky, they'd like to see you one more time before we go. Punky was shown on the beginning. Well, you don't mind, do you, Clarissa? Oh, thank you so much, Virginia. That's Virginia. Hey, Styro. Did you know that you were tawny? Did you know that you went up to Grandma's today and your mom screamed because she saw a snake? Did you know that you poo-poo turned all over Grandma's farm today? Dainty, too. Really small. Lindsay, that is so nice. Thank you for the super sticker, babe. Thank you for being here. Did Nora ask to come on? No. No. Love you, Jen Finberg. No, so how that went down. Thank you, Stephanie. Tommy came on and he was expressing his anger and his of course why he was upset about this. And I was just kind of thinking like, get it out. But it felt weird to me to do that. Love you, Tracy. And I mean it. I'm going to pray for you. Hey, Debbie Gonzalez. It felt weird to me, guys, to talk about someone without them having the opportunity to be there. I really don't talk shit about people. I'm not a drama queen. I don't get off on that kind of a thing. So I was like, let's put Nora, if we can, on so that Tommy and her can talk directly. Because the thing is, Nora had already apologized to me and I told Tommy, but Tommy was like, she never said sorry to me. And I was like, okay, well, let's bring her on, right? Like, I just felt like, let's give Nora an opportunity to be here if she can. So I texted her and I was like, if I send you a link, can you come in? She was like, absolutely. Like all adults, right? I was like, can you do this? And she was like, no problem. I mean, guys, that's just being adults. Like nobody was trying to bait anybody. Nobody was freaking out. Yeah, and battles for sure. Really small. Lucinda, did you know that you were this tiny, Lucinda? Did you know that you're the smallest baby bird? Did you know that you were born next to the Lord? Mad Drop, I don't know what that means. Did you know that you have never made a mistake in your life? Really, Tawny? Did you know that you look like you fell out of a pet net from 1984? Yes, she is, Lindsay. Thank you, Trixie. And Trixie, thank you for super chatting and gifting memberships. I'm so glad you were here. Abigail, she says, let us cleanse ourselves from everything that can defile our body or spirit. And let us work toward complete holiness. Worldly sorrow, which lacks repentance, I think I know what that means, results in spiritual death. New Testament. Let's cleanse ourselves from everything that can we do. Complete holiness. Worldly sorrow, which lacks. Oh, yeah, that makes sense to me now that I just reread it. Thank you, Abigail. That's beautiful. I love your scriptures. Thank you for super chatting. That was a big super chat. Thank you. So yeah, guys, that's how it's done. Thank you for being so respectful. Thank you for validating Nora and Tommy. I think it's better to love always trumps hate to me. I think it's better to just either get along with someone or move on and not talk shit. But being stuck in the past and just like harping on old stuff and looking like a total jackass doing it. Like, what about this from 2 years ago? What about that? Like people change, people grow. And I'm sure the people who are holding people to things also are guilty of things. Just a thought, right? Tyler, I'm really glad I met you. And thank you, Lindsay, for sending him over. He's very kind. And Tyler, thank you for becoming a member tonight. And thank you for your super chats. That was really, really nice of you, my friend. And it's nice to meet you. Mrs. Carson, love you. Debbie, love you. Mods, thank you. Thank you for your hard work, protecting us. I mean it. Lindsay, message me your other channel because I think I missed it again. Oh, Abigail, I'm so sorry. I didn't see that. You got some bad news? Well, we will send prayers, and people who don't pray will send non-prayers. Abigail, I'm so sorry. I hope that works out. Ann Battles, I'm just happy to see you. Don't ever feel pressured for that here. I'm just happy that you're here. I'm glad you engaged with us tonight. Love you, Jojo. I love you guys. I mean it. I will see the rest of you on the boat that are going over there. Those that are not, I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon. I will be here probably around the same time tomorrow, I would say. So I'll see you guys then. Mar Lugo, I'm glad I got to see you, babe. All right, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for the super chats. I mean it. It really helps. Thank you for the memberships. All of that helps me so much, me and Hux. So thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Here comes Fred.